Inside Nostradamus' chilling 2025 end-of-the-year predictions as prophet hints at the silent fall of the West. I don't know why anybody actually claims Nostradamus is worth anything. Has he ever gotten anything right? How about this? I'm going to put out a series of tweets where I make vague predictions of a variety of things without any set timeline, and then y'all can cherry pick when you want to claim that I actually predicted the future. That's kind of what it feels like. But that being said, I'm sorry to rain on your parade. Many of you are probably saying, no, Tim, we want to believe in the magic. Okay, let's believe in the magic then. Maybe he's not wrong. Maybe his vague predictions actually mean something. The Daily Mail says, inside Nostradamus' chilling 2025 end-of-the-year predictions. As 2025 draws near, you mean the end? The writings of Nostradamus continue to captivate. Perhaps the most chilling theme in his quatrains, and this is a specter of war, is one passage referencing Mars ruling among the stars and sanctuaries sustained with blood, has been linked by modern interpreters to the possibility of World War III. Indeed. Surveys from the Atlantic Council and Rand Corporation estimate up to 30%, up to a 30% risk of major global conflict by 2026. Rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait, the ongoing war in Ukraine, and friction between NATO and Russia feed this narrative. Nostradamus wrote, when Mars rules his path among the stars, human blood will sprinkle the sanctuary. 3 fires rise from the eastern sides, while the West loses its light in silence. These lines have been linked to emerging powers in the East, while the West losing its light in silence is interpreted as a decline in Western influence and stability. The French astrologer also foresaw new wars, plagues, and a cosmic fireball falling from the sky, what some believe could be an asteroid or atomic bomb. Or just nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I know you come and click this video because you want to believe in the magic, and I'm not saying that derisively. I do too. I want to find the greater truths in the hidden meanings. I just don't have very much respect for Nostradamus. Mars, symbolizing war and aggression, suggests a period dominated by violence, while human blood will sprinkle the sanctuary implies suffering, even in sacred or protected spaces. The 3 fires rising from the east are often interpreted as conflicts or emergence of powerful nations in Asia, while the West's fading light indicates weakening power for influence. Influence or power. Nostradamus was a French physician, astrologer, and reputed seer. Trained as a physician, he gained experience treating plague victims, which earned him a reputation for medical knowledge. Later became known for astrology, divination, and prophetic writings, most notably Les Prophéties, first published in 1555. Les Prophéties, I'm pronouncing that wrong, I guess, is a collection of 942 poetic quatrains, written in a cryptic allegorical style covering war, natural disasters, political upheavals, and societal changes. And I got to be honest, I bet it was probably more about local events that he was trying to write about without getting in trouble than predictions. Nostradamus is often cited as having predicted major historical events, including the rise of Hitler, the French Revolution, the assassination of John F. Kennedy, though these interpretations are largely retrospective. His writings have also been read as foreseeing a cosmic threat. Quote, from the cosmos, a fireball will rise, a harbinger of fate. The world pleads. Science and fate in a cosmic dance, the fate of the earth, a second chance. Maybe he's just writing a poem. Some interpret this as an asteroid or comet, while others suggest it could refer to an atomic bomb, the ultimate intersection of science and destiny. He predicted that resources would run dry, a scenario eerily reflected in Ukraine's current situation. Oh, shut up. Drought, famine, and conflict has affected every major civilization. Through long war, all the army exhausted. So they do not find money for the soldiers. Instead of gold or silver, they will come to coin leather, Gallic brass, and the crescent sign of the moon, he wrote. This year, what does that even mean? This year, reports confirmed that soldiers in ongoing conflicts are increasingly drained, making Nostradamus' vision of depleted resources eerily resonant. And I'm sure it also happened over and over again in a variety of conflicts over the past several hundred years. After relying, you know what I really should do, guys? I should really just lean into it and say he's right, because I'm just being so pessimistic. After relying heavily on U.S. aid, since the war began, recent reductions have forced European allies to fill the gap. This we know. Nostradamus also foresaw that as one war ends, another could erupt in England, accompanied by a deadly plague. The kingdom will be marked by wars so cruel, foes within and without will arise. A great pestilence from the past returns. No enemy more deadly under the skies. That proves it. He's talking about COVID-20. Or would it be COVID-25? Some interpret this as fallout from Brexit or potential conflict of the monarchy. Oh, no, it's a great pestilence, though. He's talking about Dr. Fauci. Fauci, facing criminal prosecution from Trump, realizes he has no choice, and he says, I have no choice but to manufacture the Omega virus, COVID-25, that will kill all of humanity. Don't forget to wear your masks. He anticipated climate-related disasters in Brazil. Quote, Garden of the World near the new city. In the path of the hollow mountains, you will be seized and plunged into the tub, forced to drink waters poisoned by sulfur. Yes, of course. He's talking about the Amazon rainforest, or the Gulf War, or the Clean Water Restoration Act, or the Nile, or the Colorado River. Garden of the World near the new city. That, I'm sorry, it just basically means whatever. Garden of the World. Amazon rainforest, I guess they say, but could you also argue there's other gardens of the world? Another recurring motif is the rise of a mysterious leader who may establish an aquatic empire, possibly symbolizing shifting alliances of new centers or of power in strategic wartime regions, especially relevant in today's unpredictable global landscape. It proves everything. Xi Jinping has been building military bases on the Pacific Atolls, an aquatic empire of military force, which he is going to use to land U-boats on the shores of California, storm in, and take over. All of this while the country is collapsing in silence. The U.S. falling apart after a nuclear bomb goes off. The U.S. continues to crumble after 2028. China, then with their aquatic empire, takes over. He predicted everything. And to be fair, I would give myself credit for my vague predictions, which I think are much, much better. My vague predictions, like people are going to storm the White House, and then they didn't, but several months later, they stormed the Capitol. So, hey, when you write a bunch of things, let me tell you guys this story. And many of you know this one, but there was a few years ago, I think it was like baseball or something. Could have been football. I don't know. Someone tweeted this specific team will defeat specific team. It'll be the final inning. The score will be 7-5, and it'll go into overtime with 2 runs scored, and then finally they'll win in the last inning, or in the 10th inning or whatever. And then when the team won, people started sharing this tweet, going, "Holy crap! This person predicted it at the beginning of the year perfectly." As it turns out, the individual apparently tweeted 500 different scenarios or more, just nonstop tweeting various scenarios, 2-sentence long. And then every time a team got eliminated, he'd delete one of the tweets. And then by the time it got to that point, he had deleted all of the bad predictions and kept the one that made sense. Are you guys familiar with the Monty Hall problem? It's kind of like that. So there's 3 doors, and behind one door is a new car, and the other 2 have goats. And so you pick a door. You say, I'd like to choose door number 1. And he says, okay, now hold on. Before we show you what's behind door number 1, we're going to show you what's behind door number 3, a goat. Would you like to change your answer? The reality is that changing your answer does improve your odds. Now, a lot of people, it makes no sense, because if you're presented with just the 2 doors, you choose between one of them, it's 50-50. The easiest way to explain it is there are 10,000 doors, and you choose number 8,731. They then say, we're going to open every single door that has a goat. And you then see one door, number 17, that's closed. And they say, would you like to change your answer? Yeah, of course you would, because what are the chances that you picked the right door on the first go? Yeah, 1 in 1,000. 10,000, sorry. What are the chances that one door they're not showing you is the actual door with the car? That's the Monty Hall problem. So it may seem counterintuitive. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. We're just talking about predictions of the future. The point is, you can make 1,000,001 predictions, and as long as they're vague, people will just think you're a psychic because they believe what they want to believe. And you can also make a ton of very specific predictions and then just get rid of the ones that were wrong. There's 1,000,001 ways to manipulate people, and maybe he was right. I mean, to be fair, it does say the silent light, or the light of the West. What does he say? The West loses its light in silence. Okay, I'll give him that one. Smash the like button, share the show. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all in the next segment.